and you can see my customer in maps.
Hello.
Hi.
They are employee of the 하이텍앤솔. The 하이텍앤솔 is our #1 best partner in Korea. They have a lot of market share order to us. And these days they would like to learn digital twin or Spotify, and they would like to use it. Before ordering, they would like to know how to use it and what is a good point for their purpose in case of training or simulation or test. And I would like to ask you to use our digital twin and how to use it. So
Okay.
I already shared the presentation file in 2020, and I also want to see the latest version of the presentation.
Okay.
And,
Great. Yeah.
yeah, good morning, Peter. Peter, you see the
Yes, I can see it.
yeah.
Hello.
Hello. Peter, I think you remember the Mr. Saw, 모서모서
Yes.
예전 광석쪽.
Yeah. Nice to meet you again.
오셔야 되죠? 오셔야 되죠?
아니, 하세요.
누구?
올 거예요. 납품하고 이거 올 거예요. 그냥 하세요.
And now we can start the presentation and demonstration of the digital twin. Now, and actually there are 5 participants who will join and 2 people will come. And one other thing is that this presentation will be recorded by camera.
Okay.
So I also will make recording in the Teams. Okay. I will start the recording and can start the presentation.
Okay. So great. So welcome from my side. My name is Julissa Rojas. I am responsible for the digital field of promotion. Today I want to tell you a little bit more about the main features, how to use it, type of licenses, and so on. So the agenda that I prepared for today is starting with a general introduction. Then I will give you some use cases. After that, we will talk about the licenses. How can we start working with the digital thing? And for the last part, then I have prepared a demonstration where you can see how the software is working. So feel free to ask at any time. So I don't have a special point in the agenda for questions and answers. So if you have any question, please just let me know.
Okay. Richard, could you please speak in more slowly?
Okay.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
if needed, I will instruct you to translate in Korean.
Okay. Nice to tell you because I just was like, yeah. Okay.
지금 이제 시작할 거고요. 좀 천천히 얘기하고 있고, 그다음에 필요한 거 그때 얘기하시면 제가 추가 문의할게요. 예, 됐다.
Okay. So for the general introduction, a little bit of the story why the idea is coming. So maybe because we have for any customer, it's independent of the type of industry that is working in, has more or less the same drivers. So they want to increase the reliability, safety and security of the systems. They want to decrease the total cost of ownership, and obviously we all want to decrease the project higher price and so on. And with the digitalization, we finally have a possibility of handle all these drivers moving at the same time in the right direction. And that's one of the main advantages of the digital twin. So we can offer a solution that is reliable and tell me, does anyone want to translate in every slide?
Pardon?
Do you want to translate now or how should we do it?
진행할까요? 네. 네, 이렇게 같은.
Okay, good. In terms of reliability, then we use the same devices that we have physically. The C-Protect devices are then represented as a replica in a digital twin. They are available for the engineers which are working normally with the devices and have proved to have a very high availability and also accuracy in the testing. It is sustainable, which is a really important driver right now. Reduces the amount of trips of travels that people need to do to deal with the devices. The devices can be sent, the physical devices can be sent directly to the facilities, and in the same time people or the engineers can be tested extensively using the digital twin. And this reduces obviously the emission of the CO2, and we are wasting a lot less wiring, a lot less copper in the wiring. And it's also efficient because we don't have to invest time to build this test setup that we normally have to do if working with critical devices. Yeah, it is future-proof as well. So and having the possibility of reducing the time of the project and the execution time, it gives also the possibility of handling more projects at the same time. Yeah? You wanted to say something?
Yes. Continue to say it.
Okay.
No 트래블이 아니라 트러블. 저기
Should I go ahead and continue?
거기까지 안 갔죠.
Let's try.
트러블 여행이잖아.
비즈니스를
제가 지금 인지니어 입장에서
그래서 이제 FAT 동안에 이제 사실 들어갈 수 있다는 거예요.
출장.
Okay, continue please.
Okay. Was a wrong direction. So where can you use digital twin or when? Yeah? It is basically helping you in all the different stages of the project. So you can start with the pre-design when you are thinking about which device you can use. You can just create a parameterization in Dixie. You can build the application that you want to use, so you can test it to be sure, okay, this is the device that I want to have, this is the amount of inputs and outputs that I need, this is the logic that I want to have, and be sure that the device is going to fulfill all the criteria for that. You can use it for approvals as well. You can use it to give information and presentation to the customers. And once you have actually the project, then you can start testing as soon as possible. What is important, for example, when you are doing engineering, you create a parameterization of one device, and you completely test this parameterization before starting to duplicate phase. And this is very lots of time. So you have a really good quality engineering, and then save them because you don't need to rework because maybe one signal was missing, or you have to negate one signal in a CSP, in a logic. All this is time that normally we have to can do it once the device is in operation, for example, and there is a failure in the system and you want to analyze that failure. So you can take the constraint of the device and you can replay this constraint in digital twin. So you can easily analyze what was happening in the device, how the sequence of events was happening, and then you can easily find the problem. We have already confirmation from customers. They say we used to spend 20 days analyzing a failure to know what went wrong, and now with that we can do it in less than 2 days, something like that. Yeah. So it is really a great advantage having these tools. You can use it for training yourself, for training your customers. You have all types of secret pipelines available, so you don't need extra hardware, you don't need to buy anything, you can test at any time from any point. The only thing that you need is a connection to the cloud. Okay, so let's see how we start working. It's really easy.
One question.
Yeah.
Later you will show the available types of Spotify list or
The devices.
I mean it's in case of the 7 video 85 is
HSD.
for the HSBT.
HSBT.
Yeah, these days 7 video 85 release. So in this case, it is also included in Digital Twin Cloud or not?
Yes.
Oh, included.
All Secret devices. All Secret devices are included.
One more question. What about the Synchrotech 5 Compact?
Also.
Oh, good.
It is also included.
Continue.
Okay. So the procedure to start working is really easy. You have your project in DC, you have your parameterization, and from DC you export one special file with extension SIM, and this SIM file will get imported in the cloud. Yeah? To make the connection to the cloud, that means you need to have one user and one password to get into the cloud to log in, and then you can import this zip file, and once you have imported that, you are ready to start the simulation. So it's really simple, it's really start. What can you do in the field? So let's start here. Yeah. So you can just provide a single entity, right? So you can start with the device itself, and you can test the protection settings, the protection algorithms, the CFC, the logics. You can have test sequences. You can see what happens in the device. You will have one interface, which is exactly the same that we have in the real devices. So the front of the device is there. You can interact with all buttons and with the display and so on. So the experience is one-to-one compared with the physical device. But on top of that, you can also test system integration. So you have the possibility of testing push messages, for example, with devices all being simulated in the cloud, or even the communication using moves with devices which are physically connected to an existing network. So you can integrate digital devices with real devices as well. You can test the integration with data centers using the standard Ethernet protocols. You can test the integration also with a substation controller, for example, with the SICAM PAS or with the SICAM 8000, but also with systems from third parties. So all that we need is a VPN connection, virtual private network connection from the cloud to your physical network. And once you have this connection established, then you can exchange information between the real world and the digital world as well. Okay? Yeah. So you can test the device itself, you can test the integration.
Okay, cool.
Questions so far?
No question.
It's okay. Yeah, please. Cool.
Okay. So this is basically the interface that we have. What you get is hardware pre-tested. So you can, as mentioned before, you can test any Secret 5 device. All firmware versions from the version 7 are included, and you don't need anything additional. So only your account in digital frame. And so you can say time in the test setup, time in the preparation, and also time in the execution. Not to mention that you don't need to wait for the physical devices to be manufactured and be sent to your offices. You can start right away, and you don't need to invest money in extra devices. That's also important to be mentioned. And as I explained in the slide before, you can have the possibility of integrating with cloud services, with devices, digital devices, with physical networks, and also with applications that you have installed in your own computer. So for example, you can have this thing installed in your computer, and you can connect. You can have an online connection from this 60 to the digital twin as you would do it with a physical device as well. Yeah, that's a possibility. However, we also have implemented in the network several applications. And the idea of all these applications in the network is that you don't have to install additional software in your local computer. So Dixie, yes, you can have it in the computer, but if you don't have it, you can use the option of the Dixie 5 as application also inside the cloud environment. And there are many other options, as you can see in this slide. You have the possibility of going in on the web user interface of the devices, which is a lot more comfortable than just trying to deal with the small display and the keyboard and so on. So you can go directly to the web user interface, and then you will find all the information inside the device. Yeah? You can analyze the failures, the records of the failures, using, for example, the constraint viewer or the Sigla. Sigla is also included. So you simulate, you create these constraint files, and then you can analyze them directly using this Sigla application. Or you can visualize them now as a feature inside Windows 5 as well, directly in the web interface. But you could use additionally the application constraint viewer. If you are dealing with IC 61850, then you have the possibility of simulating and debugging using the IC browser as well, for example. The wireless chat is not open for all the users, but then can be also used. And then you will find, for example, the Secret tools, which is the new tool that we launched to make the experience of the dealing with the device easier, especially for people which is not dealing directly with this device. For example, if you have the device in the factory and the people testing the panels want to test also the device, with the Secret tools they can speed up this process. They can download directly in a really easy way the parameterization, and with help of the computer then they can test all the binary inputs, binary outputs in a really, really fast way. That's being done now in our own factories here in Germany, for example, and they also say they have dramatically reduced the time of the panel testing thanks to these Cybertech tools applications as well. So as you see, we have many possibilities now with Cybertech 5. Digital use for sure one USB is something that you can benefit of, but there are more also related.
Question.
When you work in the cloud, you have also some space free to save your project and to save your files. There is 1 gigabit, which is permanent, so you can log off and then log in again, and you will find the files there. There is an additional space of 5 gigabytes, which is only valid for the time of the session. You can work with this extra space, but when you log off, then this space is deleted. Yeah? But with this 1 gigabit, that you can just maintain some projects and some files there. So as a summary of the benefits, yes? Yes?
I have some questions. First of all, this digital twin on the MySphere or the other server?
The digital twin is running on the Microsoft Azure.
I mean, this digital twin cloud service will be running on the MySphere, right?
We are, the application, this application is running in the Microsoft Azure.
MySphere.
Not in the MySphere.
Okay. And the other question is, you said the DeepSeek can be connected directly to the virtual machine, digital twin.
You can use the application there. Yeah?
So you mean is that the application on the cloud, not for real DeepSeek in PC?
You can use both. So you
Really?
have the possibility. You have the possibility of selecting the one or the other.
If my laptop is open to the digital twin site, and then I can connect to the digital twin device using my DeepSeek software in my PC.
Yes.
Oh, really? Okay, good.
Yeah, that's possible.
And
I will try to show that. Yeah.
okay. One more question. Actually, there was a lot of the applications, but our licenses has three classifications: 2 devices, 5 devices, and more.
Right.
So in this, all of application can be solved to the customer if just to purchase one license. Or
Yes.
two. Okay.
The applications are always there when you are having the connection. Yeah, when you have a license, you will get also access to
Okay.
the applications.
Go ahead.
Good. So, yeah, benefit, you can test really easy at any time, no extra cost, no additional hardware, not waiting, not travels. Yeah, there is also no visual, but you have the possibility of integrating also physical devices in the complete testing if you want to or you need to. You reduce the OpEx, you reduce the time of outage of your system because you can really test everything in advance. For example, if you have one energized station that need to work and you pay, you can test everything in advance in such a way that when you go to site, you really need a couple of hours just to connect the new device and make some tests about the quality that is there, and you can also test in addition if you want, but it is only just to mark, okay, be tested. Yeah? So you are sure you are not going to have surprise there. Yeah? Good. So that's the introduction. Now let's see some use cases. Those are some use cases. There are plenty more, but these are the most typical. The first one is the basic one, which is the protection functionality. Yeah? This is the basic test that we want to do with the test. So here, an example which is also extreme, well, password protection. So if you want to test a password protection with physical devices, you really need to invest a lot of money and time because you need the devices, you need the way, you need the testing devices. The Omicron, for example, with the capability of sending the products to all the devices, then you need to put to do it. And you can do it everything virtually in a really faster and more convenient way. Yeah. Then, for example, what I mentioned before, the extension of an existing substation. In the past, if you wanted to make such an intervention, then you did it, and you wanted to test in advance, to reduce the time on site, then you needed to replay the existing substation into your laboratory or into your factory to be able to test the integration within the device. Yeah, something like this. Now with Digital Twin, you can recreate this system in the virtual environment, and then you can do it also in an easier way. So this is the Digital Twin. Then we have the possibility, I also mentioned before, of testing the communication. So let's take the IC5150 as an example, and this is what I mentioned. This is your existing network. For example, you have this in your laboratory, you can have a substation automation system, you can have your HMI, you can have physical devices, either Siemens devices or third-party devices, and now you want to test the integration with the new device. Then you have your digital twin to connect this digital twin using the VPN, and then you can start this integration. So the messages being sent from the system or the real devices to the visual devices, and in the opposite direction as well. So you can test this scenario. In a similar way, you can test the connection of the digital device to a SCADA system. The setup is basically the same. You have your local network, and from this local network, then you have the connection to the control center. And using your local PC, then you connect to the digital twin. Once again, you need a VPN connection, and through this VPN connection, in this case, you have a bridge. Then you can establish the communication. Interesting, you send all the reports, so you can test all the signals being sent from the digital twin to the control center, but you can also test the other directions, so the commands and set points or whatever that the control center is sending or could send to the real device. So you can test this communication as well. Then we have the possibility, I mentioned this before, but I think this is a really, really nice feature. You have the possibility of creating a COP file, either with a real device that had a failure or detected a failure and created this COP thread. You can use this, you can download it. It can be retrieved from a single device, but it can also be retrieved from a device from a third-party provider. The only requirement is that this file of this information of the recording is saved in the constraint file format. Yeah, you can also generate constraint file with an Omicron or any other extension device. Yeah, once you have it, then you import this constraint file to make the assignment of the different channels to the virtual devices, and then in the environment you can run the simulation and see how the devices behave with the same constraints, and you can also then start checking, for example, some parameters and see if this parameter is the one that was caused the problem. So to find the root cause of the malfunctioning in any case. So you can do all this in a really simple way and faster. Yeah. Then we have the upgrade scenarios. So meaning you have a substation with, I don't know, the version, firmware version 7X, and now with the 930 you have a really good feature that you want to use. But then you don't know because you have the system running and you are happy with that, but then you have this new possibility that you would like to include as well. But you don't know what to do. Like I can not touch a running system, but then you can get profit of this new feature. So that the easy way is that you test the upgrade in digital twin. And if you are happy with that, to see how everything is working, you know if you need to adapt some parameters and so on. And once you are really happy with the result, then you can go to the substation, upgrade the devices, and have the peace of mind that this is going to work. You know, if it is working in a digital twin, then it is going to work also on a real substation. The other precondition is that in digital twin you test exactly the same constellation that you have, same devices, with the same firmware, with the same inputs and outputs and so on, so you can replicate what you want. You save time, and also you have this piece, let's say, to go to the installation and make changes, knowing that you will have surprises after that.
Question. Yeah, Alicia?
Yeah?
Yeah, one question about the firmware versions. According to your document, said the old version of C45 is included in data twin. Can you use it in the data twin? Is it right?
Yeah, from the version 7. Yeah, from the version 7.
From version 7. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Just a
Also,
minute.
when
지금 제가 물어본 거는 펌웨어 버전을 펌웨어 버전이 옛날부터 있잖아요.
예.
3번, 4번, 5번 쭉 있었는데 7 버전 7 이상의 펌웨어 버전을 디지털 튠에 넣을 수 있다. 7번 이상.
혹시 그런 것도 되나요? 7버전에서 되는 게, 아니 7버전에서 안 되는 게 8버전에서는 되는데 그런 것도 다 구현이 되어 있는 건가요?
그러니까 이제 7버전, 8버전은 이제 번갈로 놓고
예.
테스트를 해보실 수도 있는 거예요. 그 얘기를 아까 했었어요.
그러니까 이제 디지털 트윈으로 했을 때 실제처럼 만약에 7버전에서는 어떤 안 되던 기능이 8버전에서는 되는데 실제로 그렇게 되는데 디지털 트윈 안에서도 그게
그렇죠.
같이 구현이 되어 있는지
그렇죠.
제한된 기능이
네, 그렇죠. 그 펌웨어 버전 그대로 심파일 만들어서 올리는 거고, 해당 버전을 푸시한 상태에서 이제 아까 그 니트로픽 같은 경우에는 이제 9버전과 10버전에 대한 비교를 하면서 올리는 부분이니까 그런 부분 다 확인하실 수 있죠. Now just to discuss about the version difference. So if the customer used version 7, blah blah, and if the customer would like to know what is the improvement of the next version, 8 blah blah, in that case the detaching also shows that this difference from 7 to 8. So I think it is correct. It is
so showing difference in the like a table of this is here and this is there, no. But it's gonna have the behavior that you will have with one or the other. So that's the way that you can see it. So if you use your version 7, then you will see how the device is reacting and how the parameters are and so on. And if you want to upgrade, then you will see what this upgrade is bringing in. So the new features and so on will be available. If you want to see also another table, but at least is in an easiest way what was changed. The then there is a document. So this is the PMS.
Yes, I know.
PMS that you find this, yeah.
Yeah, I know it, but in the digital twin, if we use the different firmware version, 7 to 8, in that case you can check what is improvement, what is changing in the next version.
For sure, you will see the complete functionality there. Yeah, you will have it.
So one more question about the use case, you can see the boost protection. In case of boost protection, we have a lot of features. If we configure the device too low or too low. So yeah, so in case of the boost protection, we can use the full capability of our boost protection. Am I right?
Yes.
And
That's what you said.
and what
So
about
the only limitation that we have today is the amount of devices. So the biggest license is allowing 20 devices. But normally when you have so big installations, you also have different specimens or different spots. So you can test this with digital twin. There is a webinar. I don't know if you saw it. They were doing four steps on the 4 different parts, and there is also shown in one of them is also shown how they can or you can test with digital twin. So you can also maybe check this webinar. Yeah.
I will read. And last one is the in case of the differential for cable protection, we have to use the 2 different devices in each side. And in this case, we also have a use case for it.
Yes, you can also test line protection, test with video. So maybe you go to high spot. In high spot there is a playbook for digital twin, and inside there is one video that is especially dedicated to how to test one-line differential protection. You can see it there.
오케이. 지금 물어본 거는 이제 그 말씀하시는 거를 다시 물어본 거예요. 펌웨어 버전이 이제 달라질 때 확인 가능하냐는 기본적으로 우리가 알다시피 PMS라는 걸 통해 가지고 버전이 달라질 때마다 뭐가 달라진다는 걸 알려주거든요. 그 도크로도 확인할 수도 있고 지금 말씀하신 것처럼 디지털 트윈에서도 7버전 갔다가 8버전 살아가지고 달라진 걸 확인하실 수도 있고요. 그다음에 제가 다른 거 물어본 거는 부스와 프로텍션 같은 경우가 이제 20개 피더를 40피더를 되게 로우를 물려가면서 할 수 있잖아요. 그래서 그게 다 가능하냐라고 이제 그 라이센스의 용량 아까 뭐 1GB, 2GB 서 있었잖아요. 그 용량에 따라서 디바이스를 한정할 수 있으니까 그걸 확인해보고 얘기를 해야 된다고 얘기했고요. 그다음에 이제 지금 유즈 케이스 중에 이제 디퍼런셜 라인 디퍼런셜 같은 경우는 2개 디바이스에 프로텍션이 붙어 있어야 되잖아요. 이게 분이 가능하냐는 부분은 가능하다고 얘기합니다. 그래서 continue please.
Okay. The next use case is a training center. So you have to build for you one special training center where you can find any type of device and you can use it at any time and also for you, for your customers and so on. That's also something that we use standard in our training center in the Power Academy. So we work standard with digital twin. One additional case that is more a little bit thinking about the future is the hardware in the loop. So basically is you can get information from one system, yeah, that is dedicated to this special test. You can upload this information to the digital twin. You can run the test with this digital twin, and then you save or yes, per the necessity of testing with these special devices, which are really complex and also expensive. And yeah, we have already experience with some manufacturers that you have seen that in Italy, many So here are some statements of our customers. Because they have tested and found that they really can't test anything that they would like to test and they would do with the real devices, they also have the possibility of testing with a digital twin. Yeah? And the other one is this possibility of reducing the space used, the devices used, to be able to test only inside the cloud, no way, no physical network and so on, and that's also a huge difference. So now let's go to the licenses. I guess that's something also important for you. So we have many types of licenses for the digital. You have, if you see here, these three in blue, they are for free. So they are meant for you to test, to try. Yeah? You can try, and if you are convinced that you can move to the different subscription packages. There are, in this trial or possibility, we have three options. The easiest one is the demo. Use the interface, the demo UI. With this demo UI, you don't need us to start. You can just go to the digital page, you register yourself, and can start right away working with the device. You can simulate maximum one device. There are two limitations, let's say. The first one is to work with a pre-existing project, with a demo project that is in the cloud. And the second one is you have the possibility of simulating wherever you want, but only 10 minutes in a day. So that's the possibility that you have here with this premium demo UI. For this premium, there is also one advanced option. It is also for free. This advanced option is allowing you to import your own simulation file. So you can create your configuration with this, you can upload it, and you can test it. Yeah? Once again, only one device and only 10 minutes per day. So to start the easiest demo possibilities. Then we have the so-called free trial license. This free trial license is what is license. So have exactly the same capabilities of the license is. It is for free, so you can apply for that and you can use it all the time for 3 weeks. So in 3 weeks you can access all the possibilities of this as license. Basically, what you have with this license is maximum 2 devices to be simulated at the time. And this is not containing the possibility of replaying the contract. That's the only restriction, let's say. All the other possibilities, the complete simulation, the use of the VPN to be connected with the real devices, all the applications in the cloud are also in. So really the only thing that you cannot do with this trial, and you cannot do it with the S version either, is the complete display. So those are the 3 demos. And then we have the subscription with what we call the subscription package. So if you are already convinced and you know that you want to use it, that you can apply for one of them. Basically the main difference is the amount of devices to be simulated at the same time. So the small one has 2, the medium one has 5, and the large version then allows the simulation of up to 20 devices simultaneously. And as mentioned before, the only difference is for the small version that will have the possibility of this contract play. You will have it with the medium and with the large as well.
One question about the licensing.
Yes?
Do we have any plan to make all the license such as extra large 100 devices? Do we have this kind of plan?
real operations, they are not all working with each other. So you have like sections, you know? So you have if you have one diameter, then you have devices of the diameter, changing information, and these are also very connected to the backward protection, but they are not really sharing information with other diameters. And when you test in the real life, you will test the complete substation at the same time. You know, you have your complete substation, but then you also go section by section. So you go this diameter, and then you go for the transformer, the high voltage side and low voltage side, and so on. And it is really unlikely that you need to have all the devices at the same time to test. You won't do it. You won't do it in a real session either. You will test just section by section. That's why, we are thinking about increasing this number, but we don't see really that as a priority. Yeah?
Okay. Yes.
And that's the reason.
Yeah. Go ahead.
But then, now, if you don't know where to start, so basically, what should you select? So, this is an idea. I mean, if you don't have any experience at all, so zero, then you can start with the demo UI, for example, or the advanced, so you can include it in your device. If you really want to test all the functionality, because this new WA is limited 10 minutes a day, and that's really low, maybe it is nice just to get in and see what you can do. So, but if you want to test, really that's not enough. Then the idea will be that you apply for the free trial. So then you have 2 weeks where you can test anything that you want. And once you see the benefits and you are okay, and you will be pretty sure, then you can decide, okay, which type of device I need. I would say 90% of our users are selecting the easy package, so the one with the 5 devices. So that's the best seller, let's say. Yeah. In some cases, there are customers also asking for the large version, but as I mentioned, this is not really something that you need to do. But if you plan to test several devices at the same time, then you can apply for this option as well. So that would be my recommendation of how to start. Then remember, this is just a slide to remember that with digital twin you can get your engineering level 3, and then that will save you the time afterwards. So you don't need to redo engineering. So completely parameterize one device, test everything is alright, and after that you will take at the same time. You can test everything. You can test all the protection settings. You can make sure that you, for example, you are using all the proper settings that were given by the study. You can test different fault scenarios in an easy way using the control replay. You can test the reporting to the HMI or station substation controller or SCADA system. You can test it in both directions. And you can test also the boost communication as well. So, and you can do it at any time and from anywhere. So all that you need to have is your user and password, let's say, to the account. Additional information? Yes?
2 minutes. Okay, go ahead.
Okay. If you want to just look for additional information, we have in the internet, our web site dedicated to digital twin. Then you will find, the different types of licenses, more information. We are starting to write out some application notes. For now, we have one user actually developed by his own device, and this application sure that you get the latest information and so on. So we have these pro tips for the different five platforms in general, and we have also one especially dedicated to the digital web. So all this information can be found in internet as well. Questions so far?
No. Let's continue to go to the demo.
Okay, in order we can go to the demo, so let me just finish the presentation. And here we are. This is our secret digital twin. When you log in, say here, let's go first to the digital twin. Then you have this page, you can log in and then do it. So here I already log in. I always recommend the first thing to do is you can go here to menu and there is this option, manual and VPN. So here you can download all the information. So you have one guideline how to use digital twin, really step by step, and also the file and the configuration help to install the VPN to be able to work with the disk in your computer, for example, or to be able to work with the physical device as well. So you find all the information here. There are also some videos regarding the installation of the VPN that you can find in YouTube. Yeah, that's also related to digital media specifically. So you will be guided step by step how to do it. So this is really, really important. Then you will be here. This is the first part. You have the device list. If this is the first time that you go into you won't have anything, because this device list is created out of the zip files that we put. Yeah? What important is this, go to this button here. You just click in, click on. Yeah. Okay. They cannot do it right now because I'm on the simulation already. But then just you click here and then you will be able to browse the computer, the zip file that you want to upload. And when you upload it, then you will have the list of devices here. Yeah? So you can upload the simulation for one single file, one single device, or you can upload the zip file for several devices. I could have here, for example, let's say 7 devices, but my license is also an M license. I can start the simulation with maximum 5. Yeah, but you can have here in the list more devices. Yeah, and you select them and with this button here to start the simulation or stop the simulation. As I said, I started already, so we don't need to wait for the infrastructure to be built. Normally, the time that it takes to have all the devices ready and running depends on the amount of devices that you have, and also if it is the first time that you are running the simulation or not. It can take, I don't know, a couple of minutes or a couple of 30 seconds, depending on, as I said, how many they are and if it is the same time, the first time. Yeah. Then, I would say, step by step, we start our simulation, and then we will see this orange line here, and then we can go here to the devices. The devices that we can see our devices. This, for example, is our 0.5 compact. So for my demo today, I have one 0.5 compact. I have also one transformer protection, and I have one mesh unit. So here in this part, on the right side, you have the device, so you can see one by one the
just do it. Yeah, I would like to see the operation of any button, but you just do it.
So, okay. So you can, yeah, this is the same, I mean. The same that you do with the devices, you can do it here. Yeah. Then you have also the binary information. These are the binary outputs. So here basically we have the device with all the responses. So you see, for example, the light contact is energized. Here, those are the three different contacts that are parameterized and here too. And if your testing is leading to the activation of one of these outputs, then you will see it here as well. And then there is an operational log, like this kind of the summary of the devices here, but this is really, let's say, difficult to understand. So I better recommend going here to the applications and using the web UI. Now in the web UI, you can go in and analyze what happened in every device. So let's try now, for example, for the 7S. You can get access with one of the ports. We just need the IP address. Here you will see all the IP addresses of the devices. That's also put in. So you don't need to know them all by heart. So let's try with this. See what happens. It takes a little bit while the application opens, but then you can. Let's see here. Meanwhile, so we can inject here. So as I mentioned, on the right side of the screen, you have the device and the reactions. On the right side of the screen, you have the possibility of giving input. Yeah? That is input. You can go for the analog values and also for the binary inputs of the device. So let's, for example, try here. We can inject some values. Yeah. You have this chain here. It means if you want to have all the values, all the faces with the same value, you can stay. And you see here, you can enter one value, the others are gray, so you cannot change this. But if you want to enter different values per phase, you just release this shape. So you can have different injections in every phase. The same for the analogs and also for the current. So it's the same principle, let's say. So you have here, we have some values here, but we don't see it here.
Could you show us the 7XS 800 in right time?
That's right. Yeah. Thank you. So you see here, you have the values. You have the values here, but they are not in the device. Yeah. That's because we are not injecting. Yeah. So those are the values. If we want to inject, then we have these possibilities here. With the first one, we apply the values and any changes that we do afterwards will be applied also automatically. So basically we do it normally we inject with this button. However, if you want to inject only once, so like inject the values and then if you change something here, you want to have automatically that refresh, you want to go again and mark this inject value you can't do it. Yeah? So it's your decision how to manage this. When we inject at the same time the analog values and also the binary. Yeah, inputs. So let's see, for example, here we are, if you see the display, it is in no defined state, there is no injection yet. I have remarked this. That before you can just click on the position that you want to set. I just remark the circuit breaker to be closed, and I can set it the same for all the devices. Exactly. So I have here circuit breaker and this connector. So basically, when we inject, we'll see, or we should see all of them closed. Now they are all in no defined position. For our device unit, we have this here. Okay. So let's go. We are ready, and we can say now we want to inject.
Oh, good.
Yeah, but with the injection that we will see the device that is getting this information. You see also the circuit breaker is closed here. We can check. Also for the 7QT and also for the magic unit. Here we can also test right away one boost connection. So this device, the magic unit and the 7QT, they are connected via boost. The magic unit is sending the position of this circuit breaker to the 7QT. So basically, this position here is the reflex of this here. So what would happen in the real life? So the magic unit takes the position of the circuit breaker and sends this position to the corresponding protection device. Meaning that if we go to the magic unit and we change this position, so let's say, okay, our circuit breaker, we want to have it now open. So here it's open. We are not doing anything in the 7QT. We go to the 7QT and it is open. And this inside is working as a boost communication. So you, in this way, you can test your boost communication as well. Okay?
Just wait. Just wait. 질문 혹시 부스 갖고 좀 보여준 것도 보여주세요. 다른 계정비 시그널에 부스 들어본 거죠. 지금 6번 여기
붓을 짜놨다는 거죠?
네, 지금 6T를 보고 있잖아요. 그 다음에 여기는 M유잖아요. 6M유에서 시그널 변경했더니 부스로 6T를 넣어본 거예요. 오케이.
Okay?
예.
Then, let's see if our application is already open. Okay, we have already this web page. So now we will write down the address. That was the 10.16.61.111. 10, 16, 60, 111. So this is a secure one. And sorry, we have to open the port. The port is the 4443. Okay. So this is a not secure connection. We can go ahead, advance, and then we can connect. Yeah, we are here. So here we have our web interface of this device with this address. We can also open at the same time a second one. Yeah, so we can go here and see, for example, for the netting unit, that would be the 72, 16, 16, 62. I just guess 60, 60, 62 markers. 4443 to open, and then we just need to mark it as a secure one. And then we can connect. Yes, so here we have the value unit, we have here the 0.5 compact. device here as well.
그 좁은 저 안에 파스가 있는 건 뭐예요? 파스가 있는 거예요? 오른쪽으로. 저 말고 그툴 있는 데 가니까 디지털 툴 안에 파스를 접속하는 게 있던데.
Okay, web browser is good, and please show us another application in case of the C file and the path.
Yeah, our example. Just let's try. Okay, here just to finish the idea. This is the compact device, and here we can see also inside the web user interface that the operational values. Just to see that for 65, yes. Here, it takes a little bit while the application opens.
Oh. Oh.
This is important to have no license, but you can start with a premium one. So you select the last option, start with a premium license, so you have the complete functionality. Select here premium and upgrade. There's telling you, okay, you can use it a premium trial version, that's okay.
Oh. This is running on the cloud.
This one is running in the cloud.
클라우드.
And also the on-premise software in my laptop can be connected.
Yes, that's something that I want to do. So let's this work. It takes a little bit when it is open. So let's come back to our devices. So we have seen already the injection here in the compact device. We have seen already the push messages, for example. And I want to show, before we move forward, I want to show you also one constraint replay. Yeah, constraint replay. To be able to use this constraint replay, we have to make one step before we start with the simulation. And it is, we need to go to the routing matrix, and we need to assign. Inside the constraint replay, you have all the analog values or analog channels and all the binary channels as well. You have to assign them to the device you want to test. For that, then you select here the constraint file. This is the one that we are going to use today, and we are going to use it with the compact device. I'm not selecting binary inputs, I'm just selecting the voltage. When the simulation is not running, this is not ready, so you can change and adapt. Now for now, okay? And I selected then the voltage A in the constraint has been assigned to the voltage 1 in the device, the same for the B and the same for the C. And in a similar way that I have also done connected the different currents from the constraint to the device. And you can see here a summary. So this constraint file has been connected in the current to this device. And when you put your mouse close to, then you can see which device it is. Yeah. So you need to do this before to start the simulation to be able to run the replay. We have done it already, so let's try to run it. The first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to just change the values of the static injection so they don't make any intervention with the constraint replay. Okay, they are all 0. And to run the constraint, we go to this box and we select the file. Here I have only one assigned, therefore I can see only one. So I select it, and to run it, it's quite simple to go to this button here. You click it and then there's we can't see here what's happening, but it's not that easy. That's what I always recommend better. If you go to the corresponding to the web user interface, you can go to the recorders. You will find it. I think it's just created. And this is yeah, okay. Let's export it. Now. Yeah, the Cybertech 5 format doesn't have this option of seeing directly here. Okay, but then we have exported this file, is already available in the cloud, and then we could go to the application, the Signal, for example, and open it. So meanwhile, you can see this is already open and available. Here we can create new projects, so we can open existing projects. The same that we have, but it is exactly the same installation that you have in your local computer. And the advantage is to have here always the last version. So you don't need to change the. Okay. Yes, that is the Stealer, then we can also open the file. See where we are. So, this is our, yeah, because of the date. Yeah, this is for today. The one that we want to open, and then here we are. Yeah, we have also have the possibility of analyzing the failure here in Sega. So as you see, the experience is completely prepared for you to make it easier and really comfortable.
One question on the application.
Yeah?
Yeah, please click the second pass to your configuration and operation, please.
That will take time. And this is not available, and this is not open, this is not shown for all the users. You know?
Sure.
But then they will start, and then you will see something like this, and it's the starting page of the application. But as I said, those are not, I guess, the white chat is also not for everyone. There's the capture and this are not available for all the users. The beta versions, you can apply for that, but then, yeah, you have to.
So now we
Have to apply.
now we cannot see anything for the second pass at the moment.
No, because I don't have any configuration and I plan to do it for it just here. But it's not opening.
Yeah.
You will need to do something.
So, just a question. In case of the second SSD, it will be migrated in this platform or not?
So remember that this is a test environment. So you have this KS here, but it doesn't mean that you can run it as your application site. Yeah? This is only for testing. And for now, no, there is no plans to do the station one. So it is open. So we cannot do well work here. Here you have, we can just go. Here we can just see the text. So at least we can see here, okay, there was a pickup interface key and there was a trip as well. We can reset the text. Go back. So that's exactly the method is still working is this is the DP installation in my own device and my own computer, and I have a connection to this device. So let's all records.
Oh.
So this is the connection is this so this is my computer and I'm connected to the device. What you need for that, for this connection is this VPN client. And as I mentioned, you will get the information how to install it when you download information from the cloud, and there are also some videos available for that. So here I am with my VPN client adapter enabled and I am connected. Thanks to this connection, then I am able to see here the records. Here there are the two records, so I can also open here the same information that I was opening in Signal.
저그 지금 직시에서 RP 설정하는 데가 여기 툴이 있죠, 툴.
아니요.
표현 있나?
아, 딕시 자체 아니고?
직시에서 RP 설정하는 거. 어디죠? 툴인가? 여기죠?
Yeah?
Could you show me the IP address and configuration on the PC? Maybe show me the tool.
Yes, where is my device here?
No, I mean it on the
디바이스
menu.
거기서는 왜 디바이스?
On the menu.
Which menu?
So I'm just wondering which kind of IP address is set up in your PC.
Yeah, that is what I'm trying to show.
Okay.
Here, device settings. To enable the port to be connected to this pin, and this is the 10, 16, 61, 111. Yeah, which is the same that we have in digital twin. If you remember here, yeah, 10, 16, 16, 11, 111.
What about on the PC? Your computer?
In my computer,
Yeah. You can compare it to the IP address class?
yeah, you can see it here. So you have to adapt the client. Open it the row. You have, this is my VPN connection. And in my VPN connection, then I have several IP addresses. So this is the standard I have here, where I have others here. So this is the corresponding in my computer. So my computer is the 10, 16, 60, 199.
Okay. Right. Very good.
So here we are. So I guess that was everything that I wanted to show today. As you can see, I mean, the tool is really powerful. And you can try everything that you normally do with your device physically, then you can try to do it here as well.
Thank you very much. 질문 있으세요? Thank you. Thank you very much for your presentation, and there's no any question because you have a good presentation.
Thank you very much. And if you have questions afterwards, then you can ask me at any time.
Okay, thank you. And
So I encourage you really to buy a license or to apply for a trial license and then to start working with the device. Are they partners? I mean, the Grid Plus program, are they part of the program?
Yes, yeah, Chris Plus, yeah, correct.
Because we did one training last year for digital twin, and in the portal you can find, I had 4 sessions, and the portal and then you will see more or less this, but you will also see how to interact with your PC locally and also with the PC, the cloud. If you want to exchange the files, for example, you will see a little bit more in detail how to work with the conference play. There are 4 sessions, I guess they are really interesting. They are available in the channel portal, in the partners portal.
So maybe I will send an email because you need to grant access for high-tech for this partner portal.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's
I will discuss how to look at it.
So, anyway, today I'm very thankful for your presentation support for these opportunities, and we will have the detailed reading about the purpose of this digital twin in HiTech&Sol, and also I had send an email including which kind of device they will use for this digital twin. But today I got that they also have some need to use the same SS for protection as well. And another detailed information for you guys, I will make another email to after this discussion with the customer. High-tech.
Perfect. And remember that once you have access to the tool, you have access to all devices, all Protect devices included to can simulate everything.
Actually, HiTech&Sol is interested of the 7VU85 also. So you already answered to me. It is also can be used in the digital twin.
Yeah.
Thank you, Alicia. Thank you, Peter.
You're
Welcome.
Yeah.
Finally,
Yeah.
on the night.
네, 수고하셨습니다.
네, 고맙습니다.
Bye-bye.
우리가 프리 트라이얼을 홍보를 어떻게 해야 돼요?
지금 아까 조절 보니까 데모는 한 대를 쓸 수가 있었고요. 데모를 한 대를 쓸 수가 있었는데 거기에 있는 옵션들도 어드밴스로 가야지 컴퓨터에 쓸 수 있었고, 그 다음에 각각에 하나씩밖에 못 돌아가는 거고, 또 데모가 동그라미 퍼가
안 되더라고요.
그래서 동그라미 퍼가 친구가 하루에 1시간인가?
그 열심히 씻고.
그거밖에 안 되는 거고. 그 다음에 이제 프리 트라이얼
3주간 쓸 수 있는 거.
쓸 수 있는 거는 오더를 한 경우에 3주를 미리 주고,
오더를 하면?
그래서 밑에 보니까 오더를 꼭 해야 된다고 이제 이거 하고 오더를 해야 돼. 오더를 하면은 이제 프리처를 준다.
그럼 데모는 어떻게 써요?
대부분 그냥 이제 레지스트레이션에서 하는 거니까 이제 그거를 전체 확인해가지고.
그럼 어떻게 하는지 말해주세요. 데모를 한번 써보고 얘기해가지고.
근데 아까도 저도 제 아이디로 들어가봤지만 데모를 하게 되면은 한 개밖에 못 쓰고
데모를 하면
여러 어플리케이션을
일단 해보고 해야 되니까
어플리케이션이 안 나와가지고. 근데 나도 들어갔잖아요. 그렇게 해가지고 뭐 시뮬레이션 돌리고 그렇게 해가지고 하는데 여기 이게 뭐 올려줘요? 데모 어드밴스가 내야 올려주고, 그 다음에
아니 저기 제한서를 올려야 아마 살 수 있을 거로 같아서 옛날 같지는 않았고요.
뭐 아까 슬라이드를 가지고 이제 제안을 활용하시는
그 아까 그 2022년도 그거 주시고요.
그러니까 새로 받아야 될 것 같아요. 그 다음에
좋네.
여기서는 어플리케이션 팀이 없어.
7VU를 연구를 해야지.
어플리케이션 팀이 없어. 아까처럼.
그렇게
어플리케이션 해가지고 쉽게
엄청 많더라.
와이어샷하고
와이어샷은 된다는 거 아니야?
되는 거죠. 와이어샷처럼 텔레그램들을 트레이싱 해가지고 그걸 쭉 받고 있다가 뭐 전화하면 전화해 되겠지.
논 어베일러블로 말하는 거지. 어베일러블이었어요?
난 못 봤는데? 그거를.
그러니까 와이어샤크 논 어베일러블 파스 쪽 하는데
다
다 된다는 거예요?
나는 못 들었는데?
모르겠어요. 다 된다는 거죠?
와이어샷도 되는 거 아니야?
그냥 되니까 떠났겠지 거기에.
나는 왜 그러려고 그때 떴었나?
아니 좀 아니 안 떴어.
아무튼 여기까지. 이거 많이 도움되셨나요?
네.
재밌네요. 제가 봤을 때 재밌네요.
저런 이런 세상이다니.
그리고 아까 이제 100개 되는 거 계획 있냐고 이제